Hi, Sat here, helping you go from daydreaming about development to being a daydream developer, or in this case, an ARCore developer. In this tutorial, as you can see, I'm showing you how to get the cat to turn before they move, or early on in the movement anyway. And this way they're looking in the direction that they're moving in. I think this adds a lot to every single movement-based character. Of course, thank you for the comments. I appreciate that. I only just released this. I really appreciate that people have still managed to comment and subscribe. And of course, if you want to support me a little bit more further, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, and check out Colossal Quest. Alright, anyway, let's get on with the tutorial. Since we want to change the rotation of our cat, we're going to change the update method of our cat move to CS script. What we want to do is, when the cat's moving, before it's got to its destination, we want to change the rotation. So around the beginning of the move. So I found a script online, which is handy for changing and looking in a particular direction. Only rotating on the y-axis though, because we don't want to rotate on all axes, otherwise it might start looking at the floor and we don't want that. We just want it to turn around. So I'm going to take that code and I'm going to put that into this script here. I'll leave the site that I took that from below in the description so you can take a look at that. It's always good to use code that's already been done. That's already out there. It saves you a lot of time and a lot of wasted energy as well. So alright, so we've got this code here. It's not running obviously because there's a few things that need to be changed. The first thing that needs to be changed, it says target dot position, and what this should be is the end marker that comes in at the start move, which is, it comes in as end position, and then we set it end marker as that. So we want to change that to end marker. So it's going to look at this position, and then it's going to rotate in that direction. But it looks like there's some dampening taking place here. But we don't really want this to be too low. We actually want it to be high. I guess it's not really dampening, it's more like the speed of which we turn at. We want this to be quite fast. So this looks right, and this would work, but as we get closer to our destination, what will happen is the cat will keep on turning. It's a bit odd, but the reason for that is because if the cat goes past the destination, or even along the journey of the destination, the cat will keep turning, because this is all inside journey is more than 0. So we don't really want that to happen. We don't want the cat to be turning, in the middle of the middle of the trip. We want that the turn to happen at the beginning. So I'm going to add in another piece of code here. So a fraction of the journey. So if a fraction of the journey is less than 0.1, so it's just the beginning of the journey really, then we want to run this code. So that should sort that out, and we should get a situation where the cat runs in the turns. If the journey is more than 0, so if the journey is begun, it will start moving towards the journey, moving towards the destination, but immediately turn, and we know it's going to be immediately because we've increased the speed of the turn, and it will only happen at the beginning of the turn as well. So that should work. So I'm going to hit File, I'm going to hit Build As, Build and Run, and test out on the device and see how that looks. Here's the floor is mapped out, so let's place the cat down. So the cat's looking at me at the start, which is fine, and now I'm going to tap to the left of the cat, and hopefully it should turn and then walk in that direction. Okay, brilliant. Well, it didn't walk, it moved, which is all we've done. We have done the walking animation. We'll do that in the next tutorial. But you can see now it turned in the exact direction that you're tapping in. So that looks a lot more realistic. and the turn happens very quickly, but not too quickly. So you can catch the turn with your eye. You can see the cat swinging in the air. It's not as if it just jumps erratically. But so now we've got this going. This is pretty cool. All right, we can change this now. We can adapt this, and so in the next tutorial, what we'll do is we'll change it so that when the cat is moving, there's actually a moving animation playing as well. Okay, so I will see you in the next tutorial.